Everyone tells you to watch out for the following signs and symptoms which might indicate that you are a mental health patient. Everyone gives you a clinical approach on how to tackle your mental health problems. But me, I'm no expert. I'm just an artistic soul with a simple life and a simple approach on how to stay sane in a world designed to drive you insane. Simple, the EP. Enjoy.
Karibuni, welcome tuelimishwe kwa masuala ya jamii, tuchunguze sana mbalimbali, tujuze juu ya matukio ya kila pembe, towapa burudani kwa familia nzima.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. My name is Victoria Nkatha. Welcome to yet another episode of the Creative Space here on Art in Heart. Now, this is a show that is going to blow your mind. And with that said, please remember, as you are joining the show, remember to tag the show at Art in Heart, at Responding to Life, and at Creative Space, because we are here to bring it greatly for you and for everybody. So tell a friend to tell a friend, and do me just one little favor: share the video, share wherever you're watching from, share it to your people so that they can join. And you know, I cannot do this all by myself. I cannot do it by myself. I am joined by the one, the only, the handsome, the great, the ambitious, you know what? I was about to call him beautiful, but you know what? He's a beautiful man. So, Mr. Eli Liguyani, hi, how are you tonight?
Good evening, Victoria and Gather. How are you doing tonight? I can tell it's a very comic, poetic, and lyrical evening on Creative Space because the one and only Victoria and Gather and Likuyani Eli are here to make your Friday amazing. But before we get ourselves ahead and say, oh, najua kutakuwa kutafanyika, who is coming on board tonight, Victoria?
Ellie, we have so many people coming on board. I can see very many people in the backstage. I can see Julie, I can see Saumu, I can see Austin, and I have a little surprise for you later on. So just stay tuned and find out what the surprise is for you. You know, Art in Heart has so many surprises. You were shocked on Tuesday. Sorry, on Wednesday. I always say on Tuesday. On Wednesday, when you got a surprise. So just tune in, and I have a little surprise for you.
Definitely. So we're gonna take it right away. I'm sorry if you don't see my eyes on my camera. Victoria decided to throw things all over, so I'm trying to find my way around. But before we do that, let's just say it is Art in Heart. The hashtag is Art in Heart, responding to live, and hashtag simple EP, because tonight we are launching it right here. What is it we are launching? Find out as we continue with the discussion through the end of our 90-minute. But first things first, Julia Mumia doing her own rendition of a very, very own composition. Najua inaitwa nini? Mtajua pressure ya maisha. Take it away, Julie.
Wahenga walisema kipoteacho hakirudi, na mama akasema lazima nikusamehe, wanadhani atitwafana, atitwapendana, kumbe twapigana. kazi nitapata, nikuache niende, afadhali nitafute kuliko minivumilie. Wanipa pressure, wanipa pressure, wanipa pressure, wanipa pressure, tumekuwa pamoja na sasa hunitaki, hunipendi, miaka ni miwili, hivi kwako ni kivumbi, ni kivumbi. Jambo gani hili la kufanya uwe hivi? Ni subira yangu imenifikisha hapa, waniacha kitandani, kisa kuwa ni sherehe, uwe kijana wa Subaru, utanionyesha mambo. Wanipa pressure, wanipa pressure, eti unataka kwenda Naivasha, mtoto wa Murang'a, mimi nitakupasha, utakipatapata ukirudi Mombasa. Eti unataka kwenda Naivasha, mtoto wa Murang'a, mimi nitakupasha, utakipatapata ukirudi Mombasa. Wanipa pressure, Eli, wanipa pressure. Hello guys.
Hello, Julie. How are you? And you're looking so beautiful. And Ellie, unapatiana pressure, ndio nasikia.
I had to bandika someone there, so it had to be him, not you. You know, women power.
Hey, Julie, we shall fight. Julie, you want to start the show with violence.
But Julie, let me just tell you something. I am not kijana wa pressure. Mimi naendesha mashini kubwa. Wewe ni mashini kubwa?
Sema gani?
Julie, am I a joke to you? Am I a joke to you?
Hawezi gari.
Great. I mean, Vicky, this is a very own composition from Julia, and Julia must say that's a beautiful song, especially mali ulifika sasa tunataka kwenda Naivasha, because people went to Vasha and they were doing their Subaru stuff over there. Did this by any chance actually make you write this song? And what is the story that was going through your mind when you're composing this, as you introduce yourself?
Okay, I've never been married. Like I'm not married, but the things I see my friends and sisters going through with men nowadays, you know, people want to party, they forget they have families. And I wrote that song before the Safari Rally, but the last part was inspired by that weekend.
Should have thought that.
I must admit that. But it's a song, you know, marriage is hard and easy at the same time, depending on how you guys are compatible. And when I talked about pressure, these are things that happen. I'm sure a lot of women can relate. A lot of men want to, the moment they marry you, they just want to go out alone and live in the house as if you didn't have a life before. You also want to go out with him. So it's like he's going out alone. He forgets that you guys still, like, apart from being married, you still need to love each other. You know, it's not about just being a mother and a housewife or something. You just need to, we need to continue the same love that we had before getting married. Yeah.
And before that, before we even continue, I just need to quickly
Uh-huh.
throw us back to the comment section just to see what people are saying.
Uh-huh.
Because we have a lot of people who are joining us and we want to hear what they
Mm-hmm.
are saying about the pressure. Hey, Ellie, hey, producer, sir, please take me slowly. We have to start with easy names. Easy names. Keep Rata. Keep Rata says, hey, Blue. And thank you for joining. Johnson says, yay, Julie Mumia in the house. Exactly. And she's
Oh,
representing. She has such a beautiful voice. She has such a beautiful voice. Sarah Jojo says, hey, people. And hello, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. And we are joined by Anne Lumasai. She says, hey, hello to you too, Anne. We are joined by Noreen. Noreen says, wow, Julie. And yes, wow,
thank
Julie. Your
you.
singing is amazing. Kembo
Thank you
Song
so much.
says, hello, Julie, with the amazing voice. I told you there were some comments there. Amazing, amazing voice. Now,
Thank
as we
you.
continue,
Thank you so much.
and Lumasai says, Eli Likuyani, wacha kupeana pressure. Wacha kupeana pressure. Kara Kinya says, hope I'm not late. Of course you're not late. We're just getting started and the party is about to go on and on and on. Gilbert Sarah says, Zili
Mhm.
Anatupa Pressure, beautiful song. Yes, yes, yes. Julia Anatupa Pressure. She's beautiful. She can sing. She has the body of a goddess. I mean, can you see? Gabriel Raja says, art in heart, hashtag responding to life. Share, share, share. Please, yes, share, 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 and join us. Join us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Now, rule is do not tell that same friend that you told last week and you keep telling last month. Tell a new friend. Tell a new friend to tell a new friend. Thank you very much. As we continue, I can see our producer doesn't have more for us. Now, as we continue, we go on to what made you start singing? And I know this is a question that you've probably got so many times. Why singing, Julie? And why the guitar? And do you play any other instruments?
Okay, I don't have a reason why I started singing, but
Mhm.
after Form 4, like I was home for like 2 years and I was like, let me learn something. Then my dad told me he used to play the guitar when he was like a youngster guy. He was in a band. Then he taught me the guitar. While I was learning the guitar, I realized I could sing, and that is how I started singing. I started singing in my 20s, like 20 at 20. And through the guitar is when I learned that I could sing, and the journey has been awesome. Starting from an instrumentalist, then I had to put it down to learn how to sing. I got into the first band, the second band, and my growth, like I kept growing every time.
Mhm.
And also, if I had to choose my first instrument, it would have been the drums. I love the drums, and I play them. It was the first instrument I wanted to learn, and I eventually learned it. So I can play the drums, I can play the guitar, I can play some percussions. I recently learned how to play a piped drum. It's a new invention. I'll
So
tell you guys on the video.
in short, Julie, you are a player because you're playing
I
all
was
these
about
things.
to say
I'm an
that. I was about to
instrumentalist.
say
I'm
that.
a player.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Fine. Julie,
Yeah,
there's
I
something
play
you're
several
skipping. I just
instruments.
heard you learned your drums and your rather your guitar technique right after high school.
Yeah.
When exactly is your birthday?
I was about to ask
Okay.
that. Ellie,
Who,
stop asking
who
my questions. I wanted because a little birdie told me something, and I wanted to
okay.
introduce it, Ellie.
What do you want to hear, my dear? I'm a fan of you so much. I watch your show, but you don't know me. Now you know me.
Which one of us,
What?
Ellie or myself? Which one of us?
You, Vicky. Who
Me.
am I talking
Oh,
about?
wow! Thank you, thank you, thank
North
you.
Pole and
Oh,
North Pole
now I
never
know
attract, but
you.
it's okay. It's a story for another day, Julie.
Ellie,
When
ulishaambiwa
is your
unapatiana
birthday? Is my
pressure.
question.
Mm.
My birthday is tomorrow, actually. Hebu mniibie.
Oh, Julie, you know
Oh.
what? There's also somebody here who tells me their auntie is celebrating their birthday tomorrow, and she's a great fan. That's from Godi, who tells me, Ellie,
Oh,
shout outs kwa auntie. So receive the shout outs. And Julie, why don't you do us like a small thing on birthday? I mean, si mnajua
what's the
kuimba na
name of
usitupe
the
ile kitu ya
birthday
normal.
person?
Ah,
What's
wewe
the
mpe
name?
jina tu,
Jina
mwambie
yake?
anaitwa auntie Senje.
Okay, my twin.
And
I'm
mine
gonna
was
sing
equally
for
last
you.
month, so you can carry it forward.
And I'm singing my own song. I wrote it, but I haven't released it. It's a birthday song. So leo siku yako ya kuzaliwa, mwaka mpya furahia. Mbona hivi sasa unalia, na mama anakuandalia. Haya haya haya, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Na usakate rumba, haya rumba sakata sakata, rumba sakata sakata, rumba sakata sakata, rumba. Oh oh, una miaka ngapi sasa? Kata keki tule sasa. Una miaka ngapi sasa? Kata keki tule sasa. Ringa 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 baba, unaleta shida nyingi sana. Ringa 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 Julie, unacheza ligi kubwa sana. Happy birthday to you and myself. I had to make it short.
Happy birthday to you, Julie. Happy birthday.
Thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
And I wish you an amazing, amazing year ahead. Ellie, do you have anything to say?
Yes, I wish I was actually in Kenya, and Julie tells me she's in Mombasa. I would have taken you to the beach. We have a blue evening together for your birthday evening.
Yes. There is an Mpeka beach.
Ellie?
Okay. Yes, Vicky. Vicky, ni kazi tunafanya. Ni kazi. We are still in love. Don't worry. So that is Julie Mumia taking us to another level. And Julie tells me she got some interesting music coming up. But before we do that, Vicky, tucheze kama sisi. Kuna watu nitakana wafanye nini? Wakuje later on. Who is coming up next? Find out. But before that, let's take a quick break and back with Julie's song. Yananiambia anaitwa Nditsanga. So find out about Nditsanga after this short break.
So this song is about a guy called Baraza. Nilimuimbia. If you're a Baraza down there, you can send me some love on the comments. And I want you guys to sing with me. And all you need to sing is just say Nditsanga Nede Shimwero. Eli, can you type the words down there? Watu waimbe na mimi? Are you guys ready? Aha! Valanganga Adhiambo Erulanga Ejinja Damcha Mamsata Ondi Yalongongwa Baraza ya menyanga Nairobi Lakini Yarulanga Ejinja Jetsanga Umbaha Isimba He Aiya Baraza ya kupanga igita Kata ese ya kupanga igita Anaimba, ninaimba Yeah, 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 yeah Damu ya damu chama Yeah Damu ya damu chama Rasta Nditsanga Nende Shimwero Sing with me Nditsanga Nende Shimwero Nditsanga Nende Shimwero Nende Shimwero Some raga Nditsanga Nende Shimwero Nditsanga Nende Shimwero Desanga, nende si muero, nende si muero. Kuse kushiro nende indika, kuchunireko wakati chuma, manakureko amatumwa, amasambe nende amatishi, wakama kukasi Nairobi, ulinyanga, ulindanga, lakini sasa ula chererasun, chererasun. Wiba makola tabaya kuera, omukana mulahi mwene, mwanamse alikola kwangu, kuchake kuwambane weta, damu ya nzandamu choma yeye, yaman, damu ya nzandamu choma. Desanga, nende shiwero, desanga, nende shiwero, come on! Desanga, nende shiwero, nende shiwero. Sing with me, guys! Desanga, nende shiwero, desanga, nende shiwero, desanga, nende shiwero, nende shiwero, nende shiwero. Omwami waje uri watieri, opara waje utechire. Omwami waje uri watieri, opara waje utechire. Woo! That is Luya for those who don't understand the language.
Ntitsanga nende shimwero. That is it. That is what we're doing here. Lakini unajua alisema when you start falling in love with the Luya side, you start yes.
You know, Vicky, there's a saying that says once you go to Kakamega, you must meka there.
Yes.
Yeah, akaribia nyumbani.
Julie, I have a great surprise for you.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you love Kenyan musicians?
yes, I do love Kenyan musicians.
Wait, give me the honors. Give me the honors, Ellie. Do me the
Then
honors.
do it, Victoria. Do it, Victoria.
Let me.
Should
Do
I
it,
breathe
Victoria.
before you guys tell me?
Wait,
Yeah,
you
just
have a
in case you
surprise.
want
Yeah,
to go
told
with
you.
your shimwera somewhere. And for those who don't know shimwera, it's actually this old woven basket with the, what do you call it? Inaitwaje hiyo kitu? You know, that basket kanyumbani kale. Tuko natengeneza with some,
Okay, that's
Jesus Christ, it's not sisal. There's a word for it. But anyway, that is shimwera. And we use it to go and during the harvest season, and you'll see these ladies with nice carved things that God so loved and blessed them with, walking and going to, you know, carry the maize or during the harvest wanaenda tingatinga kusaga mahindi ndio mtoto muluya akule vizuri alafu afanye kazi yake vizuri. That is shimwera. But then again, who is here, Victoria?
Wait. It is the Shimwera of Shimweras. I just needed to say the word. I needed to say the
Oh my
word.
God. Now I'm nervous.
I needed to say the word. It is a man who mwili ameunga. Alafu sauti na inatokeanga unasikia tu my girl. Akikwambia tu my girl, let's get
I'm trying to get it.
Exactly. For those in the comments, if you've already gotten it, please, harakisha. Harakisha andika hapo chini. Akikuimbia alafu anatembeaga, you know, and his English ni kama ile yenye tumesikia na Justice nini Kagwe today. His English inakuanga tu ho. Yes. And he's an amazing musician. Aside from being an amazing person, he's an amazing musician. And please, I can see that some people already got it. Julie, his name is Shuchi Lumumba, a man with a great voice and a great heart. And all the accolades that he deserves. Hi, Shuchi.
Hi, Vicky, how are you?
Eshuchi.
See?
Yes, the Shichi.
I know
Really,
him.
Shichi.
He doesn't know me, but I know him.
No, I know you. I think I know you. I tend to brush up with you here and there. Of course, social media makes the world so small. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I would say no. Yeah, I've been
But
jamming to
maybe
your
I
song.
knew you before you knew me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, honors. Okay, finally, art
I'll
and
tell
heart
you for
getting
inbox.
together. Okay, okay. So that's nice to know. Nice surprise. Manze, your singing, your song is amazing. I was jamming here the whole time.
Thank you so much.
Sangare
Mambo, super
shingero,
humble.
sangare shingero, sangare shingero,
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
sangare shingero,
Oh, Jesus.
sangare.
Someone
But
else's
Ambia,
song.
Ambia Eli, we can't say shingero. We cannot accept it as one of our own. I mean, how do you just say funny words on live television, man? Eli, eshimwero. Hapana
No,
shingero,
you see,
eshimwero.
Eshuchi. Your name is Eshuji. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
Mm-hmm.
and that
Is
is
that what it is?
perfect because you are from Humusalapa. Now, I'm
Uh-huh.
from the other side of the Luya community, unfortunately, where
Yeah.
Shimwero is Shimwero. When we talk and
Uh-huh.
sing, we say Nditanga nende Shimwero. Mwana
Uh-huh.
muhana yachendanga nende Shimwero
well,
shamanzi. Yahola titi horita. Yahola titi horita.
Cut this. Cut right
I don't
there.
know you
Now,
guys. I don't know you guys.
Cut.
this is
I
like,
need, go.
Shuchi Lumumba for you, equally a music teacher and one of the men's den hosts and presenters, and of
yeah.
course, right here on Art in Heart tonight to help us with the musical, lyrical part of the session. So, Eshuchi, a few words to Julie before we call it a night for her.
Julie has an amazing voice.
Oh.
I think I haven't, I wouldn't lie, I haven't quite heard her sing apart from a quick cover that I just bumped onto her, my timeline from her sometime. But I think you have amazing music, and like I tell people all the time, music is the ultimate measure of identity. And I respect any musician who, first of all, can sing music in their dialect because first of all, before being an element of art, before being an element of entertainment or something with therapeutic value, music in itself is supposed to be a carrier of culture. And so if you cannot take as if you cannot use music to express culture, then it is lacking in a lot of ways. And I think your music is amazing on that.
Yeah, I've listened to
And
some of your music in Luya, and you are an amazing singer. I don't know how you juggle between your playing and your singing. I'll reach there soon.
Karim, I know you're doing good for yourself, man. You're doing good at this level. And I usually tell girls, it's not a, don't get it the wrong way, but usually a lady who can sing and play, you always have an edge over men because it is almost conceived that, well, yeah, a
Yeah,
man singing and playing. I mean, that's normal. Most women are
it's
known for
true.
the mic, they're
Very true.
songbirds, but rarely do you find a lady who actually can juggle between the singing and the playing. Because half the time you'd be here with a band or with someone else playing the guitar for you and you singing. But that you can do that all by yourself, man,
Yeah.
that's great. And yeah, it means you're a stallion. You know what a stallion is? Yes, you are. And amazing, Mark. Amazing, Kabisa. I think itatafutana inbox after this. We see what
Mm.
can come
I
out of
Slide
will.
there.
kwa DM. Slide kwa
Ah,
But
DM.
yeah.
As you slide to the DM, somebody else wants to look lyrical and more sophisticated than myself.
Let me
someone
tell
is
you.
But
Let me
surprising
tell
me
you
anyway,
now.
now.
anyway, since it's a show off,
Vicky,
why don't I get
Go and
back
Vicky,
touch
on?
his heart.
I'll be right
I
back
want
as I
I
get
want to cut back. I want to cut you, Vicky. If you show up with a guitar like that with those nails on your left hand, I don't need to know that it's for sure.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were gonna. I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah,
The
music
But
is
first
just
thing,
names.
yeah, you look at your nails and you know, okay, that is for sure. That is for sure.
Serious Gisha, reserve this.
let me tell you, he said a lady who can play. I've been trying to learn this thing. That's why I asked you about the guitar, cause
Uh-huh.
anywho,
You'll get there.
I am
want to.
trying. I am trying. But with
But you
that
have to
said, I
surrender
can
your
be a
soul.
watch a wongo. Guy, gosh.
You have to give it up putting long nails. You can't do
I
it with long. Yeah.
Well, the
You
problem
have
is that
to.
this is an addiction I have, and I am seeing someone for it. So when I can let go of these ones, then I'll learn. Anywho, Eshichi, you're here. I am about to help make you another course over here, and we're going to talk about the creative attack. But with that said, Julie, would you please introduce your last song for the day so that we can let you relax a bit with the guitar?
The last introduce. Sorry, come again. I introduced the.
Just a moment. Just a moment.
Whoa! Someone has a violin. I give up.
Twende is a musical, right?
The violin is supposed to go on
Let's
your neck,
go.
Ellie.
Rock
Well,
band.
musinisumbue.
It's
Mimi
supposed to
nimeshika
go.
Rock
kivyangu.
band.
It's supposed to go.
About to go down.
Listen,
good
this
on
is
you,
my this is my daughter's, and actually, it's not my type of musical. I prefer other sounds that are made when I make my music, and Victoria will explain later on. But
Uh,
let's go with the
Let
very
us go, Julie. Please, Julie, please introduce your song for
Okay.
the last song for the evening, and then we go straight into laughter, and you'll
So
find out
this last song I'm
after
gonna
this
do
song.
is called Filanga Free. It's my new release. I released it a few days, like this early August. You can check it on my YouTube channel. It's called Filanga Free. It's for all single people. Single people, hoye, muko ama hamuko. So all you need to sing is Filanga Free, hivyo alafu utanifuata. Sawa sawa. Nimezama zama za gide nikakonda kidizani kisa kuwa sharubaroe nilidhani kuwa linipendaga and now I'm free. All I did was give, even when I could stop. When I could stop, yeah, follow me. If you have been here, join the singles nation. Singles nation, and feel like free. And feel like free. And feel like free. It belongs free. Where you. Ukipata mwingine utaona mengine ya ajabu ya kufisha moyo. I'm just warning you. Ati baby na kuenzi mapenzi kama benda na hivi muna jaza feri nzima. Now you're free. All you did was give, even when you goes down. When it goes down, follow me. I know you have been here. Join the singles nation. I feel like free. I feel like free. Kama huna pete uko single, hajafika kwa wazazi uko single. Bra, uwewe mingo, baka vile utapata mwito. Kama huna pete uko single, hajafika kwa wazazi uko single. Bra, uwewe mingo, baka vile utapata mwito. I feel like free.
Everyone tells you to watch out for the following signs and symptoms which might indicate that you are a mental health patient. Everyone gives you a clinical approach on how to tackle your mental health problems. But me, I'm no expert. I'm just an artistic soul with a simple life and a simple approach on how to stay sane in a world designed to drive you insane. Simple, the EP. Enjoy.
Ai, Njeri, ni wewe ulipika njahi na gas? Mbona ukakaranga matumbo pia? Ukaongezea na kupika githeri? Sasa gas imeisha, tufanyaje? Usijali, tunakuletea makaa. Makaa inawaka bila gas, bila mafuta taa, pumzi ya kupuliza tu ama gazeti ya kupepeta. Makaa inapika paka mawe. Makaa hata mamako anajua makaa. Makaa. Gas ni ya pizza na vitu vya heshima.
Yes, watchers and viewers out there, thank you very much for keeping it an arts in heart. That was Julia. I tell you, that woman is another thing altogether. I was jamming here the whole time. I feel hunger free. Ta-da-da-da-da. I feel hunger free. Now, this is Hearts in Hearts, and wherever you are watching, we're glad you're keeping it locked. And I am part of course, the panel and a little bit of a host for the next segment of this. And now we're going to the therapeutic part of this show. Did you know that comedy and short skits and cartooning and clowning in Kenya has actually been rated almost top 3 of some of the very therapeutic factors, because we have a very depressed nation apparently, and comedy comes in handy. The next guest on our show is called Austin, and Austin is amazing. Austin is amazing. So we have some comedy coming around. Na nimecheck hiyo clip ya unajua hii shughuli za makaa na shughuli za gas. I thought githeri ndio vitu za heshima ama sijui uji ndio vitu za heshima. Sasa tena hii heshima mmerudisha kwa pizza. You've gotten it back to pizza and vitu za heshima. Welcome to Arts and Hearts, Austin. My name is Lumba. Please just tell us who you are for a moment, and please have the audience soak in with you.
Yo, hello guys, I'm Austin Muigai. Hivyo ndivyo najiita pale IG. Si ati najiita, niliitwa hivyo na wazazi.
Wewe ungependa kujiita nini? Ingekuwa ni uwezo wako. Had it been on you, what would be your name?
Mimi ningekuwa na uwezo hata ningejichora kwa pesa bana.
Okay, I get what you did there, Muigai. Okay, sawa Muigai. All right.
The Kenyatta family. Yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm an actor. I'm a prankster. I'm a creative director. Yani, mimi ni vitu mingi. Ni hata sijui, ni venye bado hata sijai jaribu acrobat. Maybe hata mimi ni acrobat.
Maybe talent yako iko. Yeah, the other day nilisikia wase wakiambia, okay, I'm not a football fan. No one can hold this against me. Nilisikia wase wakiambia fans wa Arsenal, eti ama wase tunawalazimisha na ball na maybe wase ni ma artists. Okay, thank you very much, Austin. Welcome to the show, Manze. You've just said something that has gotten me thinking. Once upon a time after campus, I'm a man of I usually believe that we have people who are multi-talented or multi-gifted for that matter. And sometimes it becomes so hard to convince the world that you can actually do a thing or more than one altogether. And I remember kuna mtu niliaimwambia, hey, moja zile siku za chocha, you're after campus and someone is asking you, so what are you able to do? Ambia, I can sing, I can write, I can teach, blah, blah, blah. List ilikuwa inaenda kaa 20. She was a lady who was supposed to connect me up with some job, and she told me, manze, you go and decide whatever it is you want to do, alafu kishaamua ukuje tukwambie. But actually, when I meet people like you, it really gives me hope. Like the people, and you usema kitu moja, if they can't do it, I will do it if I can do it. Yeah. So manze, a man of many hats, karibu sana. Now, tell me about comedy. I think I'll start with a very overall question. When it comes to comedy, understanding yako ya comedy, because mimi naonanga hapa Kenya, we sort of get the definition around comedy confused. What is your personal definition of comedy?
For me, what I can say is that comedy ni mimi naweza relate sana na vitu zenye zina happen in day to day lives. Okay. I'm not a fan of hizo slapstick comedy kidogo tu, lakini kuna watu wanazipenda, so though wezi to disregard to hivyo. But though me, what I believe na comedy ni kitu msee anaweza relate nayo, yani kitu yenye inaweza fanyikia msee, yani hata in real life, isikuwe pia tu ni comedy unafanya, ikuwe ni kitu pia unaweza funza msee kitu fulani.
I agree. I get. So profound. It sounds so profound. So let me ask you, as a comedian, what is your end goal? Your end goal, does it have to be, Mimi, let me say I'm seated on this other side and you're trying to crack something comical on the other end. Your end goal, is your end goal to make me laugh, to make me learn, or to make me laugh as I learn, or a little bit of each?
Laugh as you learn. I'm a learn as you laugh, whichever comes first. Lakini as in bora ucheke, unajua unaweza panda stage then wase wadi wanauliza huyu msee ni comedy ama ni nini anafanya, utapanda stage alafu ukae motivational speaker, utakuwa umebeat the nini ya comedy.
Okay. Which brings me to my next question. As a comedian, what defines your content? Okay, of course, you've told me about the surrounding, you've told me about the information that comes with your surrounding and being able to relate with your surrounding. But tell me, as a comedian, do you also have a way in which you express your own emotions through your comedy, or your own artistic perspectives through your comedy? Ama it has to be something that people can relate with on the comical front?
Actually, me stories mob zenye mi upiga on stage zinakuanga vitu zishaini hapenia, ama vitu nimepata best yangu zimemhapenia, like for example, nakumbuka mara ya kwanza I've done theater arts and film technology in KU, na nakumbuka mara ya kwanza niliambia mamangu nikaambia wase huko ushago, nikamwambia nataka kwenda kufanya theater. Kwanza nakumbuka kuna mzae fulani hapo aliniuliza unaenda kufanya nini university, nikamwambia naenda kufanya theater. Akaniambia hiyo ni sawa, hiyo mambo ya theater, hiyo kuangalia wagonjwa, hiyo iko sawa. As in hapo wanaget na kuja kusomea hadi nikamcorrect, nikamwambia naenda kufanya theater, hiyo ni mambo ya kuact na mambo ya camera. Akaniangalia hivi, akaniuliza theater kuact, si kuact ni talent, kwani unafunzwa?
Okay, I get you, but Austin, very interesting. I think I agree when you're comedian. If I'm laughing because I have a terrible sense of humor, man, so if you're getting me to crack up this much, I think we're doing good. So tell me something, because the comment umenipatia tu hapo, I think it's leading me to the next question. You are an artist and a man artist as well. And I think maybe we can demystify these together, because now we're here, the both of us together. Can you tell me what your view is when it comes to the perspective that society has on art. Is art something that is nurtured, or is it something that has to be within you as a gift or as a talent? Or can you do both? Like how do you get the difference? Because kuna situations unapata people don't believe that you deserve to be going to school to learn this particular thing, because it's either it's a talent or not there. So can you try to give me your point of view when it comes to that?
For me, okay, I believe pia msee anaweza kuwa nurtured, as in si lazima ukuwe ati ulizaliwa na hiyo talent, but with time you can get to learn na upende hiyo kitu, but hata kama pia uko na talent, because for me ni kitu I guess nilizaliwa nayo, na pia nikasema acha ndio kitu nitaenda nitakufa nayo, nitaisomea, nitafanya anything to do to make sure nimeachieve hizo vitu. I believe pia ukiwa umezaliwa nayo si kumaanisha ati sasa ati mimi ni comedian na mimi ni actor, si lazima niende shule, but utarealize that the fact that utaamua
sorry, so we have a slight technical hitch, but I think Austin is right on here.
And let me tell you something.
So yes,
Vicky. That is a great question, because when there's something that I read that do you believe that arts or other talents or is that people are born with talent, or if they can gain talent? And that's a question that really has had me thinking for so long, because I personally believe there are people who are born talented. However, if they sleep on their talents, then it may not pay off. It may not do anything. And then you have people whose talent is trained and it grows, and practice makes perfect, right? And the 5 P's of success are proper preparation prevents poor performance, right? And I believe that people who are nurtured, people who are nurtured in talents, they end up overshadowing people who are born with talents. What's your thoughts on that?
I'll take that as my question. For me, like it's over time. I think over time the theories around success and all these other things that turn out good keep changing with time, because psychologists, blah blah blah. There's a lot of this and that. But one of those that I tend to sit well with is the current world dictates that you have to have quite an interesting balance between a few things. You have the talent, yes. How much discipline do you have? How much hard work are you going to put in there? For example, for me, a talent is even is something close to a physical gift. For example, Usain Bolt was an amazing sprinter, has always been an amazing sprinter. But you look at his behind the scenes and you saw the work that went in to ensure that gift is sharpened. And now I actually believe that yes, talent is there, but talent will only account to about maybe 20 to 30% of your success. So there has to be a lot of inputs and injections that need to come and get on it. We can see our guest Austin is back. Austin, I think we've tackled that question in your absence. Yeah. Pole sana, utai move on to the rest. And I think I don't know, Vicky, if you have a question for Austin, because I have multiple of them, but you do take it up and shoot a question. Let's see what.
No. I'm just basking in the glory of comedy. I want to laugh. I want to hear y'all talk, because this is
Austin.
Unajua hata saa hii kuna mtu ametoka kunipigia ananiambia buda nakuona live hadi nashindwa azim.
Let me ask you a question. This is a very 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 off question, right? Let me ask you a question. Okay. There are some people who have just revealed themselves. They're not that funny, so they don't have that much luck when it comes to ladies, so they have to really depend on the way they look. You see, like Eshuchi has his body, so that already attracts people.
Ni filters tu, Austin mwambie ni filters tu you're good.
Ni venye it's the camera.
I know.
Ni kamera isiwadanganye, mkiangalia Instagram na kwa nimeweka ba.
Let me ask you a question. Does your comedy help you pick up ladies? Like, I want you to katia me as a comedian or as you. When you nandaga madem, like, how do you? How do you?
Vicky, talking about celeb. I was talking about celeb. Nini? Just because the guy said, sorry Austin, I'm talking over you, but just because Austin said anataka kuchorwa sura yake kwa pesa ya Kenya, umeshakuwa na vision. Wewe wacha wewe.
You know, there's a saying that says, listen, there's a saying that says, if you follow a man with a television and leave a man with a vision, you'll soon see the man with a vision in that television. So Mimi, I am.
You're following the vision, eh?
It's okay that Victoria has visions and seeing the television because somebody else is watching us from the background. Na huyu jamaa alikuwa ameenda kutafuta mandizi yuko Kisii. He's telling me anko yake alikuwa amechoma recently lakini amerudi kwa line. Siku hizi aliacha kutembea kwa matope, anaruka ndani ya maji. So let's just have the pleasure, Vicky, of bringing in one and only MC Eddie Aboko.
MC Eddie.
Even if I skizangi maneno, these people, they don't listen to me. I told him wear blue. Akaamua yeye, he wants to be anataka kuja.
Hapana, kuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia, Vicky, kuna mtu alikuwa ananiambia that is the bluest there was in his wardrobe, and that is okay. I'll round off to the nearest blue. CDFC.
Ni kweli?
Eddie, umekuwa wapi for real? Hebu tuambie umekuwa wapi?
Unajua mimi nilijiambia Facebook ni blue.
So ukaamua hakuna kitu kingine kwa sababu Facebook is already blue. Okay, yes, we lost Austin, but it's
not mazee. Yeah. Nilikuwa mahali that's why I'm in black.
Okay.
It's all right, men in black. But Eddie, and I know we're really running out of time, but we still have you. That's great, and we know what is his name again? Austin is back. So Austin and Eddie have been doing a project alongside other comedians, that is Sleepy Davy and Michi. So Eddie, kindly have the honors to tell us something about what you've been doing with Comedy Gang and what it's all about. Rather, the comic gang.
Ladies first.
Oh.
MC Eddie.
Umesema Eddie's first. Eddie's first. Oh, mimi nimesikia ladies first. Kumbe ni Eddie's first. Kizungu in short form.
Okay. This one. I'll come back. So, comic gang.
I think we have to give them more time because their network is really acting.
Bado ni ladies first, bado.
Okay.
MC Eddie tuambie ba.
I think there's a very, very weird connection from here. And Eddie, can you hear us? Okay.
Transmission is off. His transmission.
Wase ile kitu imefanyika. Our sincere apologies to everybody that is watching tonight. That wasn't the intention, but you know what? We will try and see if we can get this gentleman coming back later on. Now, however, Ellie, in case you're joining us, Vicky.
Ellie, there was somebody who was saying ladies first, so we might as well bring him up since the ladies seem to. So we bring him up and he can tell us about the project.
Yeah, once he's sorted out the connection, definitely we'll have them back. Perfect. Because we would love to really engage with them further on. Let's just see if Eddie is ready to talk to us. Eddie? Eddie, can you hear us?
The transmission
Vicky.
is very slow on his end.
Vicky, ile kitu imefanyika. Unajua ile kitu?
Usijali.
Nothing has happened. So
Eshuchi,
as we go to the next discussion, what has been your experience as a consumer of comedy in our market, that is Kenyan market? Do you believe we're exporting enough to beyond our boundaries, or we just have what we call local content?
Personally, I have a very bad sense of humor, like I've mentioned before. It's to be very honest, it's hard to get me crack. Let me give you a quick one. When I was in high school, someone would crack a joke and everyone would be laughing, and I'd be seated seriously. And then one person would say something that I would find so funny and nobody would find gist in it at all, and I would burst out laughing. And because I have this really funny, contagious laughter, everyone would laugh behind me because of how I'm laughing, and not because anything is funny. But well, what I have to say about the Kenyan comedy is I have to admit I have seen progress over the years, but I also have to admit that over time there has gotten a clock where I feel there's stagnation. And even if the stagnation has some element of identity and individuality in it, I still feel most Kenyan comedians tend to take a particular approach to comedy. Where our comedy is like we were speaking yesterday with the African man, and African man told us it's actually okay to be imitational and all that, but I feel there's a lot of the imitational approach to our comedy, the accent anchored, the accents and the language accents in our comedy, and of course, what Austin was just mentioning before, there's a lot of relating comedy to real life experiences, which actually is something I applaud really, really much. But I still think if we were to go beyond a particular level as the Kenyan comedians, we need to do a little bit more, because you realize tumefanya comedy yetu imekuwa very localized in terms of even the experiences. So you find a Kenyan comedian not even beyond the borders. Aende tu hapa Uganda and you can literally feel the struggle, because a lot of what he deems funny, a lot of what us Kenyans would find funny, is struggling to sell out there. So there is that, and that's why just in the East African community, I was looking at it because I had this argument with a friend, and he told me, well, you know what, you're trying to make us this and that and that and that. But I gave him an example. Look at a comedian like Anne Kansime of Uganda, probably one of my favorites. Anne Kansime does her comedy, of course, in the Ugandan accent, with the Ugandan dialect, with a lot of Ugandan experiences. But I can watch that woman every day, all day. She is so funny. There's this little girl from, I don't know where she is from, Emanuela. Is it Nigeria?
Nigeria.
Exactly.
Emanuela.
Yes. So there's also this about Nigeria, and I think it's so funny. So in Kenya, I'm not going to not mention a few, but I also really love some comedians in Kenya. Someone like, my favorite Kenyan comedian, to be very honest, would be YY any day. YY is the it for me, because I find there's also the aspect of exposure. Exposure to cultures, I think really builds up your comedy view and perspective, because unapata YY when he's talking, unaona huyu ni mtu ame-experience life ya pale, so he can easily switch when he's at a place.
Is it the experience really, or is it the scripting that is behind it? I don't know if Eddie can get us now. Eddie
is here. Yes.
Ni experience mko nayo ama ni script ndio mnachapa kali?
Yeah.
And you can quickly talk to us about Comic Gang. Hapa imechapa mutu.
Okay, first, Comic Gang is a group of comedians that we come together to give you something amazing that Eshuchi is trying to explain. Something different, and that's what we're giving you. Anafaa enda watch show yetu moja will be his favorite.
Oh, he will stop going to find Manuela, who is almost a quarter of his age, and laughing out loud the whole night. But it's all right.
Si lazima uchome hapa. Angalia, look at this guy.
Here.
I don't know if Austin is there, and I'm sorry, I'm really taking over because we're trying to manage time here. We still have one guest to go, but Austin, Comic Gang and the drive that you're putting behind it, you guys launched just the other day, and you have so much subscriptions on your channel. I was amazed. From 600 you moved to 4,000 the following morning. I was looking at this 5,000. Mulitumia dawa gani ama Mungu wenyu ni walari mado? Eddie, you can take that. I think Austin is struggling.
Our comedians are struggling. Our
comedians are being comic.
Yeah, they
are actually in character.
They think they are funny. They think they're being funny.
It's like they talked about it. I have a feeling
You know what?
I have a feeling they've discussed it.
As we try to find out who is funny, somebody mentioned about the African man, and he equally said he has one of the most contagious laughter. Find out what happens in the man's den when you're not there. And after that, we bring you the next guest, who is Saumu Kombo.
Yes.
A broken heart could be a legitimate cause of death. True or false?
True.
Why?
Suicide.
Should and suicide.
James, do you want to help me? Probably, as a professional psychologist, do you think a broken heart could be a cause for them?
It is actually a cause. It is actually a cause. I want to send African man back to school and tell him to read on a syndrome called broken heart syndrome. I will not explain that syndrome. I've given you the cue.
No, my friend, I don't know what is happening. Let's ask. You asked me a question, eh? I said yes. And now you're telling me yes, and you're telling me to school. Did you say no? I'm not even the second. You think this gets
Well, let's do this. Let's do this, gentlemen. In all fairness.
Safari kona mengi maswali, kona nyingi hatari, najihami na mistari, dunga changu kivuli si feel, moyo jabali si bleed, ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real. Walk with the famous, sit with the broken, eat with the generous, feed the broke, laugh with the strain to mask your fear, run in the rain to hide your tear na hii. Si manually a success, ukiniuliza bado na guess. I guess success ni vitu ndogo, step by step, efforts kidogo, haba na haba, says kibaba, don't ever tire, usichoke kufanya. The steeper the climb, the heavier the crown, the heavier the crown, the thinner the crowd. Still we run, we climb, we rise, we move. Don't listen to the naysayers, pay them no mind, we're queer. And as you soldier on, remember happiness is not a place further along on your soul journey. You can choose to be happy as you move. Najua umesikia trust the process mara kama thao. You're wondering when the process is gonna trust you in return. I'm only one way. Try to make it make sense, try to make it headway, try to fake it, cloud chest, cloud senses. Be proud of your mistakes, they shape you. On your flaws, they set you apart from the crowd. Laugh at yourself more, learn to live with yourself more. People ain't permanent. Filter what you take in, love your environment. Filter what you give out, care for this continent. Don't cut off, just move on, cause I assure you I relate. You stand before the mirror and ask yourself why you can't stop chasing dreams that seem elusive, I relate. You question your unending passion and wonder why your thirst can't be quenched, I relate. You see beautiful patterns in random happenings. You have twisted feelings about simple things. You're wondering if there's a world out there that can relate. You're a simple girl on this twisted journey. You've got a twisted mind. In the simple body, you've got a genius biding time. Just buying time. Hii safari kona mengi maswali, kona nyingi hatari, nazihami na mistari. Dunga changu kivuli si feel, moyo jabali si bleed. Ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real. Shake hands with the famous, swap hearts with the broken. Kiuliza gani na prefer, I won't lie in the latter. Sacrifice my old self to make room for the new. I got to let some go stress for peace to enjoy the view. I talk to myself more than the average human. Listen to myself more than the average human. So talk to yourself more than you talk to everyone. Listen to yourself closer than you listen to everyone. Kama madrezi na kudepress, una press on kuziuse. Kama habits na kubetray, una persist kuzidu. Kaa hiyo love ni toxic, then don't sit in it. Kama ni chupa na kumaliza, mbona una chag. Kama ni moshi na kuchokesha, mbona usipass. Kama social media na kukondesha, mbona usilog out. Na kama ni sako na kupoteza, mbona usicheck out. Sacrifice your old self, make room for the new. You gotta let some go stress for peace to enjoy the view. Bury your seed, sprout you. Barriers mingi mental. Bury your pride and land. Be ready to run, be ready to run, be ready to run. The steeper the climb, the heavier the feet. The heavier the crown, the lighter the crowd. Still we run, we climb, we rise on this twisted journey. Hii safari kona mengi maswali, kona nyingi hatari, nazihami na mistari. Dunga changu kivuli si feel, moyo jabali si bleed. Ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real, ndoto za jirini real.
The heavier the crown, the lighter the crowd. I think that's my favorite word from that song, or that spoken word actually. And this is a brand new form of art that we're introducing on Arts in Hearts. And what did you guys think? Eddie, what was your thoughts on that? Eddie? Before Eddie fixes his mic, Eshuchi, what were your
Yes.
thoughts on that one?
That is Eddie here yet?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Eddie's playing that thing. I think
Eddie,
unfortunately,
Eddie, you're not-
unfortunately,
Eddie, you're not
unfortunately,
being
we won't be
funny.
able to join Eddie in this cast tonight, but definitely join him with the Comic Gang on YouTube and get to find out what MC Eddie and the crew are doing. Thank you, Eddie, for the time you've had, and unfortunately, we have to set this for another day. Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie.
Moving on.
Let
we
me tell you.
Yes.
I have to drop my favorite of that jam. My favorite line is unaambiwa trust the process. Kwani mbona process haiku trust? Kwani story ni one way. I tell you, I always have some mad respect for especially spoken word artists who can especially put a little rhyme on it, because it gets so deep, and sometimes I don't know if it's coincidence that you try to rhyme things that make sense, then in the end you make sense out of the sense, or what happens. But
This is-
at the end of the day,
This is a Shuji trying to be a spoken word artist. Did you hear that?
did I act?
You know, he wasn't just trying to make sense, because at the end of the day, there are a lot of sense happening in the sense. We have Sarah and John just saying Art in Heart was amazing. That's amazing. Anlu Masai tells me, listen to yourself more than you listen to others. And we find we have Jake Kita who tells me, wow, Art in Heart, what a great artist. That is Saumu Combo. That is SK, if you want to call her. Can somebody prove that MC Eddie is not in blue? And that, of course, coming earlier on when we were having the discussion.
Eddie,
Yes,
just
Vicky.
a moment. Just to say something before you go on. There's one thing we heard today, and I think you guys should applaud this for being a spoken word. Now, there was something that was said. Are you ready? A constitution is constitutionally constituted to constitute a constituent of constitutionalism. Did y'all hear when they
To
were talking
constitute
about
the
this whole-
constituents.
Did
That
you
was
hear
the
it
word.
well? I think this should be spoken word, honestly.
As a teacher of English, all I see is rhymes and alliterations. And
This was spoken by a court a court judge, a high court judge, yeah.
And I'm telling you, if I went into its analysis, I see rhyme and alliteration, the consonant sounds following each other, constitution, but it sounds good.
And you know what is even amazing about that?
Come to think of it.
Yes, sir.
Come to think of it. Have you guys talked about how amazing it is to breathe the air around it here with the fact that BBI has gone down?
Let me tell you.
Let alone that, the reggae was coming from the Caribbean and it lost direction.
And
right
now, reggae is...
Lakini ile kichapo tunataka kukula hii Kenya. You guys are not in Kenya. Sisi, we want to live in a locked up country for the next year. Trust me. This guy punishes people.
Let me tell you this. There is something that caught my eye, and I think we have some artists up on on Citizen TV, because these people were literally writing. I think the headlines that are on Citizen TV and Nation TV are the best. Do you know these people have no respect whatsoever? And they were like, well, the High Court has stopped reggae for Press Kenyatta. They call him Press Kenyatta and his people. I can't with you guys. There's some artists that are playing there with words over there, and it's quite amazing. But it's so amazing to see that Kenya has won. I mean, this is a win for the people. This is a win
It is
for
true.
Kenya
I agree.
and the constitution as well. And I think this is something that is very, very important to discuss, even as we're discussing in
Well,
matters,
Vicky, fair enough, Vicky. I know you are so passionate about Kenya winning, but there are greater winnings that are happening here on Art in Heart with the piece we've just seen from SK. She calls herself SK. That is her initial. That is Saumu Kombo. And I really want us to dig into this piece she's done. She's talking about very fundamental issues when it comes to mental health. And Vicky, being one of the champions for mental health, I will not give her the mic, but I'll pass it over to Eshuchi to give me his view on this.
Eshuchi, please do the thing.
Mental health is a big problem. I don't know why we undermine it. I really, really do not know why we undermine it. And these days you scroll onto social media and you either see someone who's digging mental health and, killing people who are already struggling, or you see someone who's actually really struggling from mental health. And I don't know what normalized this for us to the point we think as these things, just as normalcy. You jinga yao, be strong around it. I think Saumu's piece was an amazing piece and quite awakening. Just beyond the word, just beyond enjoying what it is about, if people could take a little time to sink deep. And that's why I say, Manze, we have a lot of some of these very amazing artists who don't just go there, to put in the beat, to put in the rhyme, but it's a well thought script so that by the time you're done with it, you have achieved what we try to achieve here at Art in Heart. You've been entertained, you've been informed, and you've been educated. And man, I think this she didn't get to make it to the show. We really apologize, and we are sorry that she was not able to make it, but this is someone I definitely would want to meet.
Yeah, I would love to engage her. I'd definitely love to engage her. And since nimeingia bila kupatia microphone ni sawa.
No, actually, I was coming to you.
Ellie knows he cannot.
I was coming to you, Vicky.
He cannot let me go.
Vicky, it's all right. That one will pass for today because we are really conscious of the hours that we have to learn.
Yes.
But there's something that, Eshuchi, you have to realize. Speaking to Saumu earlier on before we had this conversation, she actually did all this production in-house with her EP. She had 3 of them in the albums called Simple. And she did the production in-house because she didn't have the money to actually finance it. She took a strange app somewhere there online and learned about it and actually did the recording by herself, did the mixing, and eventually producing the audio track. What do you tell? And I mean, Victoria, we all complain about not having enough money. What does this tell you as an artist?
It is passion.
I think where there's a will, there's a way. It is as simple as that. Because I hear people, someone told me that anything that comes in between you and your dreams. Actually, someone didn't tell me that. I think I just tried to cook it up. And now that it sounds so smart, I can't give credit to somebody else. I think anything that comes in between you and your dreams is an excuse. As simple as that. Because once you're passionate about something, you're gonna get it. You're gonna go for it. I meet students like Victoria, who wants to learn guitar, and they tell you, is there a way I can actually learn these instruments and keep my clothes on? And I tell them, okay, you have to make a choice. And they're like, they tell me exactly what she said on live TV. Can you imagine? She disrespected music on live TV, and her answer was, let me keep them. Once I am done with them, I can learn the guitar. Then that is not your passion. I tell you straight on.
Eshuchi, wait.
Yes.
I understand. But if, in all honesty, I'm gonna say it, I have to some degree learned the guitar. But then I know, and then I will actually confess, it's not my passion. It's not my passion. It is not. Najijua, I know myself. I really know myself.
All right, Victoria.
But when I tell you,
passion.
Ellie, wait. When I tell you that for fact, what Eshuchi is saying is very, very important. If there's something that you will find me always doing, it's getting my knowledge in check. When it comes to mental health, I am always trying to study. I have educated myself, and I will proudly say that I have found courses, I have educated myself. I am a certified mental health practitioner. I'm a certified strategic life coach. And it's not because I went to now worry about CJ, I can't go to the university, or I can't do this, or I don't have money. Imagine, on courses, I found courses, certified courses that can give me the accreditation that I need, and for me to be able to practice what I want to do, because this is something I burn for. I will not wait for somebody to come and tell me, oh, you didn't go to school here and that and that and that, so that, or rather I need to pay $1,000 in school fees so that I can be able to do what I want to do, which is help people. No, not at all. I will find ways to do it. And that's what passion makes. And I respect this young lady. Saumu, wherever you are, wherever you're watching, that big up to you.
Big up, Saumu.
That is
respect.
amazing.
That's a lot of respect from us here
You
on
can't
Hearts.
you can't cover burning fire. You can't
Exactly. That is amazing, Saumu. You are an amazing inspired. I am so inspired. The visuals, the sound, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Great. You know what? I will try as much as possible to give myself a chance until we get Saumu, at least even for a minute when possible. But before we do that, we're gonna dive into her second one, and it's called Remember. So I want all of us that are watching to actually get to listen to what Saumu is saying. And if you're in the comment section, I can see all of you getting excited. It's really an affair of Zena and Kipro Roda happening in the comment section. So thank you so much for making it alive. And of course, we have Sarah and Jonjo over there. So we're going to take this one here. It's called Remember. And hopefully then we are able to join who we call Saumu Combo. So let's see what's happening there.
Do you remember the last time you walked in the sun, let it shine on your skin? Do you remember the last time you walked outside, breathed in the dust, got lost in the noise of a crowd? Do you remember the last time you made yourself a feel-good playlist, music that uplifts? Do you remember the last time you had fun away from your screen? Do you remember the last time you laughed out loud, let your laughter travel into the world? Do you remember the last time you smelled flowers, letting their scent send ascending sensations up and down, in and out your brain? Do you remember the last time you looked up from your phone, looked out of your window, walked out on your pain, gave up on that darkness, walked out on your fake friends, broke up with that clown? Do you remember the last time you were Remember, 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 remember. How did it feel? How did it feel knowing that everything that happens within you happens on your terms? How you feel, how you think, what you feed, what you drink, what you take in, what you read, what you hear, what you let in, how you speak, how you love, whom you let in. It's no coincidence that you feel how you feel when you're up on your feet. It's no coincidence that you glow how you glow when your mind's clean. It's no coincidence that you laugh how you laugh when you let go of stuff you can't control. It's no coincidence that you move how you move when you tune out the toxic and tune in the clean. It's no coincidence that you win how you win when you stop comparing yourself to everyone else. It's no coincidence how you attract what you attract when you give more than you receive. It's no coincidence that you figured out how the simplest things bring the best feeling. It's no coincidence how you smile through the smoke as you eat that cheap street food. It's no coincidence how you smile when you smell the fabric of that Mtumba shirt you just bought yourself. It's no coincidence that you smile as you water your plants, as you feed your cat, as you bath your dogs, as you rearrange the house. It's no coincidence that your soul lights up, lighting up your eyes each time you're out in the sun. Everyone gives you a clinical approach on how to tackle your mental health problems. Me, I'm no expert. I'm just an artistic soul with a simple life and a simple approach on how to stay sane in a world designed to drive you insane. Simple.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yo, y'all don't know how much inspiration I'm getting from this. You don't understand. Do you remember the last time that you stayed away from your phone and just enjoyed the sun on your skin? Man, it's amazing. It's amazing. Salmo, you are doing an amazing thing. How are you, my darling?
Thank you. I'm good. Sorry for the technical hitch earlier.
No, it's
Technology
okay. It's
things.
okay. It's
Yes, but
okay.
I'm
We
good.
understand. Salmo, I am so interested to know how old you are. If I may ask,
I'm
how old are you?
sure. I'm 25 years old. I turned 25 early this year, January.
It is amazing. What you're doing is amazing. Even the greatest artists have not mastered what you're doing. They haven't. Absolutely not.
Wow.
You are
I don't know
doing
what
an
to say.
amazing thing. And I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed. I'm already a fan. I'll be following your content. I'll be stealing things to be tweeting around and got inspiration for my own content because wow,
Please
that is
do.
amazing.
Please do.
Before I get overwhelmed and I get all fan, starstruck and all that. I know Ishuchi is also now a huge fan now because he's the one that always gives. I am turning into Ishuchi where I'm all, oh my god, yeah. Just believe number one fan over here, right here. I am about to follow you everywhere.
Thank you.
What
You're so
I
good.
love about that piece that we just listened to is it speaks about every compartment of life, literally everything. You're speaking mental health, you're speaking encouragement, you're speaking inspiration, you're speaking. My favorite line, do you remember the last time you felt how living on your terms feel? That everything that happens to you is on your terms. There's so much, and that's what I was saying. Someone you were not here when I listened to your first piece, and I did not know it was gonna get better. But trust you me, this second one was sensational. And like I was saying, the thing I love about your music is yes, I'm here enjoying the lyrical arrangement. I'm here enjoying the beat, enjoying the message, of course, enjoying the visuals. But there's so much overwhelming vastness of content just below it. And I think this is the kind of music, this is the kind of content that people need to be consuming right now. Like in a world where the world is designed to make you what was your last line? It was my favorite. In a world where everything is supposed to drive you crazy, to get you insane,
to drive you insane.
To drive you insane.
And
It's
you know,
amazing,
there's
Salome.
something else that you said that really, really
Yes.
amazed me. It is not a coincidence that you glow the way you glow when everything's okay, right? It's not a coincidence. As in, it's not a coincidence when you let go of things. It's not a coincidence that you glow the way you glow. And for me, that is just, it took me back. Do you know what the beauty of
Exactly, yeah.
what you're doing is? It's the fact that I actually sat down and I thought about when I was glowing, the last time I wasn't stressed, the last time I wasn't thinking about so many things. And you can already tell the glow was different, man. The glow was different. And it makes you think about it, that you reevaluate yourself and you want to go back there, right? You want to go back to that time. And I think that is what artists
Exactly, yeah,
should
yeah.
do. When you can make someone feel a certain kind of emotion, that manze, by the way,
Yeah.
wakati sikuwa stressed, when I
Yes.
didn't when I wasn't stressed, I was glowing, I was looking very much better. And you know what, I want to work towards going back there. Yeah,
Getting back
because for
there.
me now, I want to work towards now. And yeah, well, let me let go of some stuff, because it's not a coincidence that I'm glowing
When I wasn't
the
thinking
way
about
I'm
all these
glowing
things, I felt
when
like
I'm
that.
not stressed, right? And what was your inspiration to start? Before we even drop you, I don't want you to go away. What was your inspiration?
Yes.
What is your inspiration to do this very different way of form of art? What is your
Right.
inspiration? Oh no.
Oh, don't tell me we lost her.
No. You know what?
Of spoken word.
Ellie, we
I
need
draw
to
my inspiration from life.
Give her time.
The things that happen around us, our everyday, you know. No, I'm still here. Yes. I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Saumu, if you can just finish your word before we actually
Ellie,
lose
can
you
you hear me?
completely.
Yes, we can hear you,
go
my
ahead,
dog.
Saumu.
We can hear you.
Hello.
It's such a disappointment tonight. We
No,
didn't
Ellie,
intend
you
to
know
have
what?
this.
I really think, what I think is
Oh,
that
yeah.
we need to have Saumu back
We will
with
do
her
this
own.
another week because we
Yes,
wanted
we
Saumu to really
we
do
need
her
to
own
sort
launch
out
here
all
on
that.
Art in Heart. But again, ladies and gentlemen, some things happen beyond our control. And as we said, watu walimaliza kura, sisi tulipiga zetu. Na hivyo ndo tunachapa mistari hapa kwenye sanaa ya wasanii, ya sanaa ambayo inaendelea sana. Just from that right now.
It's okay, Ellie. It's okay.
Let's do this.
We really need to have, no, in all honesty, she's amazing. And that kind of art, we really need to uplift it and celebrate it to the highest level, because she has touched me in ways that other people, I've never had somebody make me reevaluate myself like that, especially somebody that I don't know, right? This is the first time I'm hearing her, and having somebody touch you to that level without even interacting with you on that personal level, that is something different. That hits very, very differently. Very, very
Definitely.
differently.
Eshuchi, you want to say one or two words before we call it a night? 30 seconds, please.
This has been an amazing show, and like Victoria says, there's usually days that you wake up and you meet people you never thought you'd ever meet, strangers you never thought you'd ever know, and they just change your perspective completely. I just all of a sudden have a revelation. I am not as happy as I have been before, and I want to work towards that. So it is an amazing show, man. This is Art and Heart, and keep it here next time. Eli Manze, you can take it away. Mimi nimemaliza.
Thank you so much, everybody that joined us tonight and made this possible. Of course, let me recognize the efforts that made this production a possibility. Of course, Godfrey Segero, our producer, Mwema Nzomo, the creative director behind the films you just seen here with, what is her name again? Saumu Kombo. And actually, Mwema has worked to produce some of the music Julie is playing currently on YouTube. So head on to YouTube, subscribe to their channels. You'll find Julie Mumia, subscribe to her channel on YouTube. And of course, we have Saumu Kombo. Listen to her EP, and I'll give you the last taste of what Saumu was to perform tonight. Till next time, my name is Likuyani Eli, and have a great evening.
Let me tell you something that's simple. Life like you never ever sample. Sealed by sages, tried and tested, good for your health and the mental. Simple joys from a simple life with some simple folks. It's a magical folk tale. Simple joys from a simple life with some simple folks. It's a magical folk tale. You spend so much time in your head. You've got to make sure it's a safe space. Working, trying to get ahead. You've got to make sure that's a safe pace. Lenga fast lanes, it can affect thrills and quick fixes. Short-term pleasures, but in the long term, your pressure is poor for your brain. Usiwahi compare unless ni jani yako ya jana na leo. Usiwahi complain ati life si fair, ju life si fair. Tunapewa shots, wet after gano, jua gani utatake. Usiwahi fake, I've been there. And the only people that were impressed were my demons. They feed on your fear of reality showing through the fake. Ghosts from the past lazima zitaku out. So face them and work out your issues. And friends them feeding on your issues. Replace them and the right ones will find you. Na usichoke kumove hata kama kuna traffic. Take the pause to reflect and give thanks. Usichoke kuomba hata kama hakuna answers. Answers ziko ni vile God hasomi from script yako. Usichoke kucheka hata kama jokes haziko. A smile a day keeps the pills away. Make someone's day cause these needs need fixing. Make someone smile cause these souls need uplifting. Make someone happy cause these hearts need some loving. Make someone meet someone, help someone, get somewhere. Help someone do something, let someone love someone. Juhi life in a cycle. What goes around finds you fair.
Let me tell you something that's simple. Life like you never ever sample. Sealed by sages, tried and tested, good for your health and the mental. Simple joys from a simple life with some simple folks. It's a magical folk tale.
Simple joys from a simple life with some simple folks. It's a magical folk tale.
That when you feel low, know you're not alone. Usi drench in bottles to drown your sorrows. Go someplace quiet, sit with your sober soul and listen to its song. You deep down uko na answers, deep down uko na cure, deep down uko na greatness, challenge ni kuitoa. Check the sunrise, vile ni miracle, how the gold erases the grey bila effort. How the cold paves ways for warm beginnings. Check the sunrise ni evidence and new beginnings. Check the sunsets ni proof that endings pia uko beautiful. Check the sunsets ni evidence chenye mwanzo kina mwisho. Listen to instrumentals, let your mind write lyrics, shut up your inner critic, let your heart add beats, let your feet find paths your eye could never see. Check your sunrise, check your sunset, check your universe, stars are up there shining in unison, so don't ever be afraid of asking for help. Si hata superheroes will feel act too. Know when you need help and ask for it. Universe iko ready to make your dreams come true. Ask it to come through, and when you get through the tough times, send down a ladder to lift others up when you get through the tough times.
Send down a ladder.
Let me tell you something that's simple. Life like you never ever sample. Sealed by sages, tried and tested, good for your health and the mental.